Hey guys, welcome back to Scooby Doo Night of 100 Frights for the PS2. My name is Sajuuk and we're going to be heading into the sea cliff section and possibly the graveyard depending on how well we do in this first part. So we're going to smash this button with the new invention we learned at the end of the previous part. Well, sort of in the middle of the previous part for the last one where we got the super smash, and we now have this area to navigate. So these sections can be quite difficult. We're just going to run forward. So the levels get a lot more pernickety about accuracy going forward. And we're not going to head downward because we need to go here, because the way onward is actually blocked in the sense that we don't have a way to get across the chasm where there's like one of these. You might see it from here. There's no way to get across the gap because we don't have the thing running. Just avoid him. Now, it is possible to get to this by a bit of weird jumping across that, but we just did that and we don't need it because we've got full health. So on the day of recording this, which is the day after that I did the previous recording, for yesterday's part, or the last part rather, I'm going to try and get through as much of this as I can, just so that I can have a nice big backlog that allows me to also complete our chamber secrets for the PS2. Anyway, progressing on here, there we go, we've activated the thing that allows us to continue, so we'll just head all the way back the way we came. So as I was saying, this is going to disappear before we can get to it. So basically I'm going to complete as much of this as I can, possibly try and complete the whole game, and then I'll be able to progress on to something else alongside Chamber Secrets. It'll probably be High Potter on Monday and then something else on Thursdays. I don't know what it'll be. It's just going to depend on which games I can get running. Which games I'm interested in replaying, that is, as well. I've got to consider which games are easy to complete and don't take up too much time, but not so little time that I have to find something else within a month. I want to basically do a bunch of recordings that'll last me 2 months, so I only have to do like one recording session every month or so, and then because that's how much time I can dedicate to doing this. So I started doing it in a bit of a rush, but because of my new recording technique, I don't have to worry so much because I just record it live and dump the video on YouTube with appropriate edits and pauses done in live. Now, here's this next section. So this bit actually is just around the edges to get to where we have to go. The reason for that is because we do not have the umbrella to shortcut across. Now I have tried to increase the volume of the game a little bit in recording, just to make it just a little bit easier for you guys to hear what's being said. Let's just run. Yeah, so we're just coming right back to where we were, just the opposite side. As you can see, that's where we were, and we had to go around the edge because we don't have umbrella. Now at the end of this part, I'm hoping that we'll get to the graveyard section, the end of the graveyard section, and get the umbrella. But it depends on how long it takes us to get through the sea cliff section. Looking at it though, it might be not too bad. Now you can see actually from here, we've got a long level. Now you may notice just below there is a seagull thing flying around. Unfortunately, don't jump to it because you will not be able to reach down there. That is just there to tease you. Now, it is possible, I will just say this, that it is possible to get to an area that normally you're not supposed to get to by using a bit of pathing abuse. I will make one attempt at it and then I will not try again. Just because it is supposed to be that you're meant to get here from... See how you can just jump that diagonally? Now normally you're supposed to do this by using the umbrella, but I have just cheated there by using diagonal jumps. Diagonally timed jumps. Now here we can do the exact same thing and do that by jumping where necessary. I did that first time. Normally I have to take a little while to get it done, but hitting those two switches will activate this little platform that gets you to another bubblegum pack. For the most part, we are not going to exploit any more of these pathing abuses because technically it's supposed to come back here once you have the required power-ups, which is... Oops. The required power-ups being bubblegum itself and umbrella. But never mind. We did a bit of pathing abuse to just cheat it a little bit. Although that's not what we should be doing. I think there's a thing that comes back towards us here. I'll go back the legitimate way just to show the real way that you should be going, which is across these bridges. So you have to go across the bridges, and then but as you can see, the developers just didn't position things correctly enough to avoid the potential that someone could jump across the diagonally with perfectly timed springs, jumps, and a super smash to increase the distance at the right angle, which is their fault, basically. So now I'm standing here, I've got the perfect angle to see if I can jump to this. And this is just offset slightly. But, as to say, I'm not supposed to be able to do this, but how about where you just do it anyway, because why not? There's only 5 of those big packs, and they give you 2 bubblegum pieces. I'll explain it later, but there's only like 5 of them, so you do have to use top-ups to regain them every so often. But we're just going to progress through here into the last section, which is of Scared Stiff's Skull Cliff. But it's actually very, very long, and we do miss out. I'm just going to pause for a second just to do something. Apologies for that pause, just needed to turn the TV back on because I realised it went off, and we just managed to time that perfectly to get back up here. So basically I have to jump up on that bridge platform thing and then go this way, because you do not have the umbrella yet to take the shortcut route. The shortcut route leads right below us. Oops. Literally under here is where you'd come if you took the shortcut, but we don't have the ability to do that, we do not have umbrella. Now we're going to get an interesting camera shot in a minute which shows you the far distance that we will be going, which is why we've got this music playing, because it is a difficult long level. You can hear the whistling of the wind of in the game, that is. So we just come up here, we're going to get a nice little shot where we get to look forward a little bit. Now look at that for a shot. So you can see we're going right around the sea cliffs, effectively, to reach the next section. Out in the middle of nowhere. Literally. And the whistling to indicate we're in the cliffs. I do like shots like that, and there's plenty of those kind of little shots throughout the game where you get to just see the distance, and it just looks so nice. Now, you may have noticed that there is a little platform off to the left here. Now, to do this section, there is no point coming over here right now, because to do it, you need the umbrella to go through that floating section, which will allow you to get to some snacks that are out of our reach right now. Which will lead you to over there. That's just showing the path. I might actually just jump that perfectly. So it just leads to some snacks above us, but we can't get to it right now, so it's not a problem. So we're going to come through to this bit here, and this is what the namesake is. Skull Cliff is this skull with the water flowing out of one of the eyes. So we're going to head right inside the caves now, once we get through this section. Because the next level is literally just a pathway through the cliffs to the graveyard. Oops. I jumped in the water by this time, but luckily the game is nice enough to give us a halfway point right here at the cliff, the Skull Cliff thingy, which helps. Now if you just keep dashing and running along, you'll reach the other end. Now we don't want to continue just yet. The reason is there's a little hidden area that we can get to when we hit this button. Now, this is a timed section. You don't have much time for the water being down to reach all of these snacks. So we will have to dash a little bit. There is a little bit of a hidden area, and I just messed it up by jumping wrongly, thinking that was the jump point, but it's not. It does reset everything, which is unfortunate, but never mind. Anyway, this just allows us to get to a snack that I didn't jump to very well. There we go. Hit the button again, we'll try once more. Now the timing of this is important because of course if we jump wrongly we're not going to get to the one we want. So it is not the first flying fish jump, it's the second one. It is this one here, but I jumped it at the wrong angle. There it is. So we just run around getting all of these as quickly as we can. Just get that. And I missed it. But never mind, we got most of the snacks. All that happens when you get to the end is you just have to wait for the thing to refill to get back across. Now hang on, I just want to look at this a second. I thought I saw something. No, it's just the stalactites coming off of the thingy that's making it look as if it's something. But it's not. So we have another snack gate coming up ahead, and this was quite expensive if I remember. We might not even have the number of snacks required to get through it. I don't remember. Now this level, the next one we're going to go into, is going to mark a level that we will not be able to turn back from once we get through it. So this is basically the last warp gate, and this warp gate covers, if I show you, this section we're about to go into, which is misbehaving cause a cave-in. There is no warp gate for this, because once we get through this level here that I've got the X on, you can't turn back for various events that are about to happen. And I will show you once we get there. So we've got 767 snacks. How much does this want? 550. So we're going to be drained a fair bit by this gate, down to just a few small amounts. Now, of course, you could get to this level without getting plunger, but to get through the next bit, as you can see, there's a locked door up a very steep slope, and this is where you need plunger. So it's actually a good idea to get plunger at the same time as you get Super Smash. Now you can just go right through this. Now that bit over there with the magnifying glasses is basically a shortcut back to on hedge in the edge somewhere or another.
Ruby snacks.
So this is all sea caves effectively, so it's all going to be nice and calm, we hope. It's a very short level, it just acts as a filler between the two levels of the cliffs and the graveyard. Now I'm just going to catch this key. I guess a cutscene which will show a lock exploding. One of the only areas where you do see the locks actually vanish with a puff of smoke. It's fine. Now, it's actually very difficult to control Scoob here, so you just have to do your best. Just keep jumping and you'll do your best you can. Oh, I just need to sit better in my chair. I'm going to go up this way. Now the reason for this is simply because it is a platform, it's got some snacks. We can also get that monster token. Now funnily enough, the monster token that is up there is... Oops, I've fallen down. Funnily enough, the monster token that's up there is the monster token for the boss of this area, of this zone, i.e. the hedge maze zone.
Roll, the gargoyle!
Yes, that is a gargoyle, Scooby. Thank you very much for telling me. This platform is quite narrow, so it's a bit difficult to do this quite nicely. If we could just get here perfectly, we can... Yeah, basically you just have to do a double jump when it's the most convenient, when he's at the right level to be able to do it. And as you can see, we're just going to head over here. This is a shortcut back to the start of the hedge maze. We're actually going to just take this to unlock it, just mainly because once it's unlocked forever. And we can come back through, as you can see. So you may recognise where this is. The gate appears to open from the other side, which is the gate we just went through. So as you can see, we're here. And while we're here, you know, this is the level that's got another monster token. Why don't we just go and get it since we're so close to it? So this monster token is actually very easy to get once you get the galoshes, because it allows you to jump up over here. All you have to do is get the monster token and then run back. And that's all you have to do, because it's just a... Oops. I'll just come back. So you have to just get the... And the music changes for no apparent reason, and then all you have to do is run back.
Buried treasure.
Then we go back to some very generic music for some reason. I have to do that thing will just go back to normal. But there you go, you got another monster token. I didn't really need to get. I will show at the end of the Let's Play, once I have the monster tokens I managed to collect, what you do with them. Anyway, we're just going to run back up here and go back to where we were from that little side detour. So as you can see, there are quite a few shortcuts, and usually the shortcuts are to allow you to get back to points. Now, I don't know if the key that we first got counts, simply because we exited the area. If it does, that'd be great. No, the key's reset, that's fine. Just makes things all a little much easier for me. So each key you get will unlock another lock, with the customary little sound effect to indicate that we have done so. Just get this. There's that one gone, and there's the last one. So we can now progress through this section. And that's just basically an arbitrary limitation to prevent you from continuing without plunger. Alongside the fact that there is a steep slope. Now, if you come here without plunger, there will be a magnifying glass telling you that you need to go and get it. As you can see, we can now walk up here. Now, when you're on plunger, you cannot use any inventions other than being able to jump in Super Smash. It's not possible. Well, you can sort of use helmet once you've stopped, but it's basically you're disabled from using those kind of things. Now, the progress, we're having to come up here. The reason for that is because our progress is stopped. We need to basically create 3 icy platforms to get to the exit. Just 3 icy platforms like so. And that allows us to exit. As you can hear the nice drips of the caves. I do like this level, it's a bit of serenity and quiet. It's not fast paced and loud. It's just a little bit of serenity. Now, to get to that box over there, you do need an umbrella. There's no way to jump it, I don't think, with just the Super Smash. Since we've got all of this stuff, let's make one attempt to do so. Oh, you can, sorry. And all it is just 2 snack boxes, it's not a big deal. We'll just do that one. That button just allows you to get back. So I get it, developers did make it possible to cheese everything just a little bit. We're not going to try and do that too much though. Just be careful on these bits because the icicles, the stalactites are slippery and you will slide off if you're not careful. Now we're going to go into the final section of this, and this next section is the precise reason that you cannot go back this way. So the exit is right above us with another invention. Now this is just an enhancement to Super Smash, it just sends out a sonic ripple, but I've never found it particularly useful. So as you can see, there are a lot of platforms and boats connecting it. So basically, what's going to happen, when we go through this section, we're going to flood this place. Now obviously if you go to Scared Stiff and Skullcliff and come back through, it's unflooded. But basically this is the reason why you will not be able to come back this way. You'll have to come back at it from this. So if you missed anything here, you'll have to go to here and then go through. It'll only be snacks, if anything. Because the warp gate for the next level actually prevents us from going back, and you'll see that in just a minute. So this is a one-way through, basically, section. You've seen this before, there are a couple of levels which are one-way, and that's just to stop you from going back. Usually it's like some arbitrary limitation that prevents you from going back. Like in the beginning of the hedgeways, we had that. Now, so once you hit the button, we must rush back all the way to here, where the music has changed. Touching the water is instant death, basically, so don't worry about it. Now all you have to do is just run ahead of the water. Get as many snacks as you can, because obviously it'll be a pain in the arse to come back. And once you touch the boats, they do sink, so you've only got one jump, basically, on it. Like that, I've just missed a snack, which means I'm not going to get it. Just run a little bit. Oh, that was careful, I shouldn't have done that. I almost missed the jump by doing that. And this is luckily a boat that doesn't sink, because you do have to stay on this for quite a bit. The jump up here, there isn't anything here, it's just a bit of health if you need it. Come on, Come on. Oh, come on. Get these snacks.
Ruby snacks.
Now I'm just going to wait for the timing again. Just got to time this perfectly. Once again. Just avoid falling. So there you go. So now you can't go back. Basically, there is no way to go back. The only way you could go back is by jumping in the water and then going back, because it will reset the whole room. Now jump over here. It is actually hidden out shot, this. If you look over here, normally the way the camera tells you is to go that way. But if you just go over to the right here just a little bit, there are some hidden snacks in an area that's not flooded. So it is easy to miss these snack boxes. So if you are missing, if it says here if you're missing like 10 snacks, just come back to here and you'll find them. As you can see, we're missing 4 individual snacks, which I know where they are. There's 2 in this level and there was 2 earlier. So it's not a problem. So let's get this pretty useless enhancement here, which is the Sonic enhancement for Super Smash. So it means that when you do the smash, it will stun them like so. As you can see, stuns. It's not very useful because they don't stun them for very long. I don't use it and I find it very frustrating. So there's only one way to go, is through this door, which will take you to the next section where the warp gate pretty much prevents you from going back. Not like there's any reason to, because you can't go back. So we're now in the graveyard section, which is the last section. So as you can see, this warp gate pretty much has been placed to stop you going through that gate. So that gate is just there for the sake of it. We cannot turn back. Now I'm just going to take a save and save over this. Out of interest, I will want to know how much percentage we've completed. I checked at the beginning of this recording, we had 50% completed with what we had. Come on, slow down. So I'm going to slow down. There we go. So we have completed 60% of the game, which is saying now. This magnifying glass here says, avoid the invulnerable ghosts, they haunt both paths. Now, the only way to get to the upper path, and here there's only 116 snacks, it's just a very small filler section. The only way to get all the snacks here is to come back here where you have the soap bubble invention, which will create a bubble around the ghosts to allow you to get up there, because there's no way to jump up there to a diagonal at all. You have to get the ghosts to be bubbled. Oops. And now the keys are floating upwards and downwards through the gaps that you have to jump across, which is very frustrating. There's only 3 keys, which unlocks the door. But yeah, as I say, to get all the snacks, you will need soap bubble. There is pretty much no way to get up there on any diagonal. Into this little level here with some pretty unique music. This music doesn't play at any other time other than here. So basically we have to knock off 3 vase pots, or 4 vase pots, onto buttons that are preventing us from exiting this level, which looks like as if it's a crypt.
Ruby snacks.
Yeah, so as I say, this music is pretty thingy. So this door is locked, we need to unlock it.
Run roll, the gargoyle.
Him. Now the crypt stuff will move once we head over here. This whole section, although it's called a grave, it is pretty much a graveyard, but it's all crypt basically. That says. So all I have to do is hit these off, and that will push the buttons down, and that is your clue of how you unlock the door. The sound of these crypts opening and closing does get a bit frustrating. To get down there, you do have to jump down. It's okay. That's another button. You've got to time this jumping perfectly, otherwise you will fall.
Right.
You can't just jump these at the right time to get across. Now the last vase, unfortunately this time, is on a pedestal, so to get it down, you do have to knock it down. You have to hit it 3 times, not from behind, you just have to hit it. and it'll fall down. And doing that will unlock the door into the last sections of the graveyard. That was an obnoxious, terrible camera angle. So we've got all the snacks in this bit, so we just have a look. We've got 81 out of 160, the remainder are in the previous little level, which are mostly snack boxes. Anyway, progression. So looking at this, if we could get this whole section completed in this part. Now this has got a lot of dead end routes. I'm just going to say that right now. There are a lot of dead ends in this section, mainly just for snacks and things. But we're not going to worry too much about it, I don't think.
Right. Ruby Snacks. Right.
So this level here, this section is a dead end. You need the umbrella to go down there. It just leads to some snacks, and we're not going to bother with it. Now, we've got a challenge already. It says here, these steps appear to slide out of the wall. Look for a way to activate them, and there is a way to activate them. Jump up on this, which unlocks a little thing for a ghost. And all you have to do is hit the button, gets rid of the ghost, and activates all the things. Now that just rises up into the air for no apparent reason. I don't know if it moves to another location or what, but if you go up here, oops, you do have to double back a little bit to get this stuff, just because of the positioning of them. But there we go. Now I can't remember where all these doors lead, because some of them, as I say, are dead ends. Excuse me, folks. And I just fell to my death by jumping wrongly. Never mind.
Right.
So we've activated the steps permanently, so we don't have to worry about them now. Now I could go back and get the helmet, the knight's armor replacement, but I don't think I really need to, because I don't really need to. So if we go up here. Now to get to there, require, and I'm going to actually just not. Now the reason I don't want to jump across here is because we will not get back if I do this. I mean, I might be able to if I'm just a bit lucky like that. But to get over to there, there is a section that allows you to get there, which is to go through another section, effectively. Now, I just want to go through this door. I can't remember if this is the door that leads us to where we need to. I don't think it is. No, it's not. So this leads to an upper area of a dead end, effectively. To some snacks, basically.
Ruby Snacks.
So we'll just get the snacks. Do that just to cheat a little bit. So we'll just go back. So the door passage that has the picture of the green ghost above it, don't go that way, it's a dead end, as I said. I don't know why I'm repeating that, but I just want to make it clear. So the passage where we want to go is actually no, we can't go back this way now because we have taken away that allows us to not reset the thingies, which is unfortunate. Well, has it? Oh no, it's reset, sorry. It just takes a bit of time to reset. My fault. My apologies for that. I thought they weren't going to reset. So we want to go through this door here. This door leads us into part 3, which is the area that we want to go to. Okay, so there's basically a lot of doors around there to the edge here. One thing to note is that one of these passageways that are opening around this central mausoleum type thing, one of them will lead to another monster token, and it's very easy to tell which one it is because it's the one with the snacks pointing at it, effectively. This one here, you'll notice it has a different background to the rest of it, so just smash through and we get that. With ghosts in there to helpfully demonstrate it. Now, one of the passageways is our way on.
Ruby Snacks.
So that's the way we just came in. Oh, you can see the graphics of the area we were just in through the door there. But that is the way we came in. One of these has the way onward to the next level. And it's not this one. This leads into that dead end section we were just in. So why don't we just go down it anyway? Just for the sake of it.
Right? It's a werewolf!
Yes, this is where we were just at with the upper pack. Oh, come on.
Rummy!
So this is just basically a complete dead end. There's nothing to be found here.
Right?
Apart from snacks. That's all that's down here.
Right?
So just progress through. While taking health damage every single time.
Oh no! It's a Rummy!
Just another bubblegum pack of 2, so we can just skip through it. And just avoid a death there, which we didn't need to really worry about. Let's just get back. So that's just a dead end. No problem, it's just snacks and things, that's okay. So the way we want to go is round here, because one of these is the way onward, and I'm pretty sure it's down here. Yeah, so it's this one here. Here's the warp gate, and another snack gate, which is 600 snacks. Jeez, we're going to run out of snacks soon. So we're down to just barely 3 digits. So I suspect we will probably need to go and find more snacks from somewhere, because, well, we're very low. And I think there's a snack gate coming up again. I can't remember.
It's a werewolf!
So we've got to help Shaggy, I think, in this section, if my memory serves me correctly. Yes, we do.
Scooby Doo! Get rid of these creeps! Do something, pal! Use your head!
Yeah, Shaggy's just running around with his butt on fire. Okay, this is very easy. All you have to do is hit the columns to knock the things out, which is great. Easy enough to do, like so. So Shaggy will just run around like a pillock. Do that around this thing. And again, oops, taking damage. Now this platform, you'll notice, one of these pillars will stay down, which will allow you to exit. There's a locked gate here which we can't go through. Just get all these snacks.
Thanks, Scoob!
Well, Shaggy's interrupted us, but never mind.
Now let's get that key so we can get out of here!
I agree. So all you have to do is pick up Shaggy. Well, Shaggy will pick you up, rather. That was dumb. Never mind. I do have to take out all the things again. Probably. Let's just try again.
Right?
Never had that happen before, actually.
Right?
So we know what to do. Just get rid of them. Careful. That one circling is quite annoying, actually. Just avoid them. I'm going to get this health pick up just because why not? Might have to talk to Shaggy all over again, but that's fine.
Thanks!
Yeah, thanks. We're going to get the key. So this time, let's not send Shaggy to his death, as well as Scooby Doo. Okay, it's easier to do this because of the fact that we do have Shaggy, but we've got a shadow that literally tells us where we need to stop at.
He did it, Scoob!
Next, we get the key.
Like, what was that over here? Zoinks!
And a zombie appears from nowhere. Well, a witch, rather. Who will vanish, don't worry. Actually, she'll just die once, mainly because she's there for a cutscene. So I'm just wiping my control, my hands are getting sweaty all of a sudden. So that will unlock the next section down here.
Ruby Snacks!
Into the next level. Now this is where the warp gate for Gloom and Doom down in the tomb is, and mainly because there's never a warp gate in the last level where the boss is. Well, I don't know. Anyway. There may be snack boxes hidden in one of the coffins above, yes, blah blah blah. Now, this level has a real annoying limitation. Quite a number of the the snacks that are missing are from snack boxes. Now, the only way to get every one of them to appear is by random selection, effectively.
Oh no! It's a Robin!
So all 4 of the coffins just above will have snack boxes, but you had to keep entering and exiting the level to reset it to get them to come out of a different box. Until all of them are shown, then you won't get all the snacks. That one's got a ghost in it at the moment. Now if you were to come back or play this level yourself, it might be in a different place. So I'll hit that one. Are they there? There. So what you have to do is basically repeat this for the other 3 to get all the snack boxes. So that's something like 80 snacks come from this section, which is very frustrating because very often sometimes the snacks will be regenerated in the place you've already opened. So if I smash these will just be ghosts. As you can see, there's a ghost there, and there'll be a ghost in this one too. Yeah. Now there's a snack, monster token I've missed, don't worry.
Right.
Now, actually, there's a bit of a glitch I haven't explained here yet.
Right.
Now, I think I might have explained it before in my first Let's Play this,
Cool.
but I will just explain that there's a glitch with this level. You can actually get to here without having unlocked the, I'll just show the map. So, you can get to here, this warp gate, without having unlocked it, if you've reached here. This will be activated, even if you've never actually been here. So if you come through this the first time, you'll get to here and then activate this warp gate. But if you exploit this little bug, you can actually get to here without even activating the warp gate. Don't know why, but it means you can jump a level without even worrying about it. It does cause some glitches in the previous level, i.e. here, but it's nothing to really worry about. But there you go, there's a little bit of an exploit that you can sort of use to get ahead of the game. Go in here, monster token for the scarecrow. But we're not going to exploit that bug simply because I've just told you about it. I might make a video later just demonstrating the bug. So I'll activate that and go through here. But there's no more snack gates for now. We've got a chance to get some more snacks, I think. So very generic music here because this is the last level of the graveyard section where we will get to. Now I think the idea is you're meant to get through this without alerting the ghosts, but I'm just going to alert the ghosts anyway. Now I'm going to check how many snacks we've got by the time we end this little section here. Just avoid that. Plenty of tar monsters around here, don't know why. Just get rid of them. Oops. They're already targeted me, that's why. So we just get up here, this is where the boss battle is going to take place. Now let's just see how many stacks we've collected. So we've got 193. There's a couple more back there in the level that we were in. And then the remainder will be snack boxes from those coffins. I think we'll get to 204 without those 60 missing snack boxes. And then that's pretty much random selection, which is frustrating. Anyway, we're going to go into a cutscene which I will let you watch in peace.
Daphne!
Scooby, help! Keep it up, Scooby. I'm almost there. Got it. Jeepers, my skin was beginning to chafe.
You won't get away that easily.
You think that was easy?
This will teach you to cross paths with me. Here, I think this old friend of yours is dying to see you.
Right?
Scooby, I can't believe it. It's the green ghost.
That's right. And pretty soon you won't stand a ghost of a chance.
Okay, this bit is very frustrating. I'm actually going to just turn this music off. Now, the reason I'm going to turn it right down actually. Now, the reason for that is because I expect there'll be copyright claims on these music tracks. This one plays a little bit longer than the others, so I'm just going to see how loud that is. Just want to tell. That is a little bit loud. Hang on, There, let's do it. Now this basically you have to just hit the buttons when the green ghost is above the bits as needed. You just have to do this 3 times. It doesn't mean the music's going to be hard to hear, but that's exactly what I want. And he will do an explosion thing. Oops. Now, so just as a pause here, because I can't talk while this is going on. Basically, all you have to do is the green ghost is going to go across the top of the 3 coffins every time. And all you have to do is hit the switch when Daphne opens the coffin where he is. Now, this can be quite annoying because you might have to go backwards and forwards until they end up being like that. It's a bit of random selection, effectively. So you do have to wait. So, like, he's above there. She's opened that. Let's go over here now, come on. What makes it harder is these things along the side which are getting in the way. So all I have to do is do this once more and then we will be done. Oh, missed. Come on. And I think we have defeated him. Yeah, we have, so I'm just going to put the music back to normal, because that's just done. By a fluke. So we win. And I will just mute the microphone again for another cutscene.
Good job, Scooby. But what's the green ghost doing here?
There's so many roasts around here.
Scooby Doo, the green ghost isn't really a ghost.
Well, what about the Reaper and the Black Knight?
Have you seen them as well?
Uh-huh.
Jeepers! Those are all villains from our past. Scooby Doo, something strange is definitely going on here.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Daphne! Oh, that is a ghost!
I saw it, Scooby. Ah!
Right!
Easy, guys. It's just me, Holly.
Oh, it's Holly.
Holly, boy, am I glad to see you. Scooby and I have been seeing some pretty strange things. Hey, what's that? Oh, I found a box of my Uncle Alexander's inventions. I'm not sure why it's in here, though. He usually keeps them in his super secret lab. A secret lab? Yeah, that's where he thinks up all his crazy inventions. Maybe there's something in here we can use. Or a clue.
Or a Ruby Snack.
Solar-powered nightlight.
Underwater winner's racket.
Microwave-safe ice cube tray.
Ray, what's with this umbrella?
That's actually one of my uncle's more useful inventions.
Daphne? Raleigh? Anybody? Here we go again.
Here indeed we go again. Basically the game's going to explain what this is. The umbrella allows you to float through the air. And yeah, I just want to get out of this level before this music gets me caught. So all you have to do is hold X when you jump. And that's it. And we're just going to exit through there. And get back to the mystery siege. So that's just done the whole of the hedge section. We've got through all of that. So if I wanted to, I could go back and get a bunch of snacks for these levels. Which I may have to do given that we're not got a lot of snacks. Yeah, so now that we've got the umbrella, we can now head into one of the harder sections of the game, which is the Shipwrecks. And by God, this level is so tough that it will be very frustrating. I suspect that we'll probably end up spending most of the next video just going through up to there. It is mildly infuriating how difficult that section is because the amount of preciseness that is required makes it very difficult. So let's just warp out there, or to that general area. In fact, what I'm going to do is just as we're here, unlock this. It's 150 snacks. It's only for later anyway. just leads you to the monster gallery, which is all the Easter eggs and things. Yes, it's a warp gate, Scooby, don't worry.
A warp gate?
So, now that we've got the umbrella, we can now explore quite a number of areas. We can now go down to the shipwrecks, but we're not going to do that in this part because we've run out of time. This video's gone on for about 47 minutes, or maybe just a little bit less than that. So yeah, we explored the sea cliffs and the graveyard, we found the green ghost, defeated him, rescued Daphne, and got the umbrella, which allows us to float, like so. And the benefit of this is that we have a controlled glide, effectively, and a controlled jump. It can be a bit frustrating at times, but that's okay. So yep, that is part 5 of this playthrough. Thank you so much for watching. In the next one, we're going to head out to the shipwrecks and see how much time is spent in the most frustrating section of the game, and probably one of the hardest. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye now.